So I've come on to jump on with my guy Elliot from Hooping and Looting.
How are we doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, all good. How are you? Got a bit of sun out here in Spain for the first time in about 3 weeks.
Why are you stuck in Spain?
Because I live between here and the UK,
Yeah.
and I was due to be house hunting currently to move back permanently in the UK, but I landed in Spain.
And then it went into lockdown.
Yeah, 2 days before the lockdown, so I'm stuck out here.
How did you get into basketball in the first place?
I remember one of my older brothers had a dunk contest of MJ, and it was on a VHS tape, and that's the first time I remember it. I played a little bit of it when I was at school, but I'm a midget, I'm 5'7", so it was like I weren't exactly suited to basketball.
I played and I was always really small, and then I got to like 15 and I just shot up and went to 6 foot.
I watched the Rodman documentary again yesterday, and that's mad. He grew 11 inches when he was 17. He couldn't get in his high school team because he was too small, and it turns out to be the greatest rebounder of all time.
Exactly. What made you start hooping and looting?
I used to go up to Chelsea's training ground in Arlington.
Oh yeah.
And get shirts signed by all the players that they're training, sell them on eBay, and I also dealt in Corinthian figures.
Oh cool.
But this was back when eBay, when you sold something, you got a check through. You had to wait for 7 days for the check to come back, then get the thing sent off. And I was doing that when I was 15, 16. So it's just kind of come full circle that I was getting more and more. So it was turning a hobby into something I love. I moved out here to Spain to do a career change. I worked in all marketing and other things like that. So it's the case that I was going to be moving back and thinking, what shall I do from here? And that popped in the way. Why not try and do something on the side which takes a bit of pressure off the jobs you want to find when you get back. What I love more than anything is when you get that find, when it comes out of nowhere. I mean, I did it when it's my favourite jersey I've got now, and it's not because it's just happened, but I've got a Reebok 2004 Kobe Bryant All-Star.
Yeah.
The original one, not the remake, which Mitchell and Ness did, but the original. And it was €1 in a car boot sale. And
That's what I mean.
It was like there must have been about 300 of all these like sports kits. So it's all the like local football teams, like the discarded ones from there. And I must have spent about an hour going through
trawling through all these jerseys.
Just thinking, right, I'm going to go now. Then you see this one thing at the bottom, you're like, yeah, it makes it all work.
I think people think there's a magic shop that only people who run pages like me and yourself, that there's a magic shop and we only know about it and nobody else knows about it, and you just go there and come back and then you sell everything. They don't realise that you're like I'm spending hours on eBay, Depop, Spock, charity shops, speaking to people in America, Australia, like all over Europe. This is every day. Like, they must think that there's just this one shop that we all go to.
When he said, what are people paying for? And it's not just it's the time. You know,
yeah.
And I can't imagine how much you do, but I know it's like Depop, eBay, places like that. And it's the travel to go and find other things. You know, you're going around all the charity shops and 9 times out of 10,
you're not getting nothing.
You won't find it.
Exactly.
8 times out of 10, you won't find a thing. One of the times out of 10, you'll find a fake jersey.
Yeah.
And then the final one time is you'll actually get something which you can make some money off. But it's
exactly.
So long.
Most people who resell to sell things for more than they're actually worth. Whereas what we do is kind of the opposite. We're selling things cheaper. So it's like the complete reverse. I'm trying to get people the best deal that I can give them while still making enough money for it to be worth me doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you're the same.
I said that to a guy either today or yesterday, and I'll hold my hands up here. I stole it off you a bit. But he said, "Are these real?" Because the price is really good. And my response was, "Look, I want to make a profit."
Exactly.
I'm not here to stitch anyone up. I'm not here to become a multi-millionaire from the jerseys. I'll make a profit, make my time worth it, but then I want you guys to have the jerseys. That's the whole point of why we're doing it.
That's the point. it's very doubtful that we're going to make our millions doing this. We're spending our time. I just think where people kind of sit around and do nothing. This is what I do instead of that. This is what I do instead of playing 2K, or instead of playing, like, doing nothing and just sitting and watching Netflix. It's something that keeps me occupied, keeps my mind occupied more than anything. And I think that's the beauty of it.
The first thing I remember about basketball was I must have been about 10 or 11. Me and my family, we went to America, we went to Florida, and I just remember going in one of their massive sports shops, and I had a pair of Shaq shoes there.
Oh, yeah.
Size 21 at the time. I know he's 22 now, but it was size 21 at the time. And I just remember looking at his shoe, thinking, nah, that's not real. That's a monster.
I know, it can't be. It can't be. I went to Florida as well. It was NBA City, I think it was called. And there was a massive, like, statue outside of a player. And I went there, and I was there, and there was massive crowds in there, and I was like, what's going on? And Steve Francis was in there doing, like, a signing. It was just after the dunk contest. It had been the Vince Carter dunk contest, I think. So it was in the off-season after that. And Steve Francis was in there. I couldn't get close, but I just always remember seeing him and thinking, wow, like, he's there. He's, like, there in front of me. I can see him. And I used to love Steve Francis. There was, like, I love Steve Francis, Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury, all number 3s for some reason. And they were my guys, like, at that time. How are you enjoying doing the page and stuff and Instagram? And
do you know what? I love it. I mean, I said I've done a bit of marketing before, but it was all sort of, it was for a newspaper. So it was all digital sales and stuff like that. But the website, I kind of wanted to get a new skill to in doing that. And when I thought I'm going to do a website, I'm not going to lie, I completely expected it to turn out like a MySpace page.
Mate, I'm sure you've done the same. You're just learning all the time. I've never done marketing. I've never done a website. I've never done sales. And you just kind of go along with it. And it's like I said before, it just snowballs and you learn new things. It's like now, this T-shirt making stuff. I don't know. I've just kind of gone, I'll just buy all the equipment and see how we go here with this.
That's the fun of it, isn't it? As long as you go in to it without the thought of this is going to change the world, I'm going to be on Dragon's Den in a couple of months. You're doing something you love at the end of the day. If it doesn't work out, then you know you haven't lost anything. That's the benefit of what we do. Is, you know, I took 18 months before I launched the website, because I didn't want it to be a case that I'm going to go and get a load of capital, borrow money from somewhere, go and buy jerseys, and then do that. I want to do it that I'll collect these jerseys over a period of time. I know what I can afford. So if it's the case I can afford 2 jerseys this month, I can go out and buy 2 jerseys.
Definitely.
And then when it comes to selling them, if it didn't go right, I'm not losing any money. I've still got my jerseys, my hobby, my collection. I've still got them sat there. Whereas if I do sell them, I can go and buy more. You know,
exactly.
Keep all the ones you want, and then
that is the key. That is the key, I think. And I think, again, I get a lot of messages from people asking me how you start a page like mine or like yours, and again, I do genuinely think that people think it happens overnight, and you do it and then you get loads of followers, and that's just, and it doesn't. It takes so, like, I'm trying to explain to people how difficult it is to take a good picture of a basketball jersey. Right, that skill in itself.
How hard it is on your back.
Oh, don't. When you've got a load of jerseys and you've got to take pictures of everything, it's soul destroying.
You think of that at the moment, then you think of my massive problem here is all my stock, all my new stock, which I've got, is sat at home in the UK. So however long I'm going to be out here for, and bearing in mind that you get to the point now that I'm doing quite a lot of sales that I'm buying on a daily basis.
Yeah.
When I get back now to the UK,
you just grab a broken back.
Take weeks just horrendous on your back.
Definitely.
It's the fun of it. That's why we do it.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And I think that's the thing. It's that kind of behind the scenes thing that people don't see. They just think you buy something, you sell it, and that's it done. They don't see all the pictures, then adding it to the website, then putting it on Instagram, then when it's sold, packaging it up, getting them all sent off. It's mad. Yeah. It is mad. And I'm not sulking or moaning. I love it. Like, I love what I do.
I think that's the key that you said there, is because it could become so easy to get wound up. You'll know it. I mean, the first time I put things up on eBay as a batch, I didn't realise I did it on the Mac and it turned on all the offers. So and every day on every single item, you'll get people offering, but people trying to get basically 75% off.
Yeah.
And then increase it by £1. You know, trying to offer you 10 quid for a 50 quid jersey when you're already selling it at underprice. It's easy to get annoyed at that, but at the end of the day, people are just trying to get what they can.
Of course.
The offers on there. And again, that's the point. If you're going into this thinking, I'm gonna turn into the next big thing, you're gonna get wound up by that.
Definitely.
Trying to get what they can.
If you go into Mitchell and Ness or Nike, or you're already getting a good deal off us. You're already getting a good deal, and the thing is, I get messages off people saying are they real? Are they fake? Why are they so cheap? And I think if you can prove that they're fake, prove that they're fake. If not, buy it all. If it's that cheap,
exactly.
Buy it all. Then.
Yeah, you know I mean, I'm lucky. The one benefit of being out here is all the Nike ones I can get. Is I've got a Nike outlet store in Malaga.
Yeah.
Always do it, which they're already reduced. But then they're always doing 50% off days. But
yeah,
the time for me to go there, it's an hour journey for me to get there, and I haven't got a car, so that's using public transport.
But it's worth it.
I'm going there twice a week. So again, it's where we're going back to the time. And people saying, how can you do it at this price? I'm like, because I'm making a small profit to be able to buy the others. I know we echoed the same sentiment around the Kobe jerseys when prices went berserk. Now, I didn't mind it when it was an individual person finding a jersey which has been in their attic for 10 years and thinking, I can make some money out of this, I'll stick it on eBay. The thing which got me was the stores, people which actually ran businesses, which were then basically trying to profit from
definitely. Definitely.
I had one guy, sorry if you're listening, I don't think you.
Don't be sorry.
But I had one guy, I bought a jersey off him about 3 months ago. The day after Kobe died, he messaged me saying, can you buy it back for the same price?
Mate, I had a guy in America, and he bought 2 authentic Kobe jerseys. So I had them up for I think they were $150 each, and he bought them both, and it was free shipping. So it cost me 30 quid, probably a little bit more, because obviously it was 300 quid's worth of jerseys, so he had to insure it as well. And he got there, and he said, oh, I don't want them now. And he sent them back. And then he died, obviously, God rest his soul. And he messaged me and said, can I get them Kobe jerseys back? And I was like, I've took them down now. I'm not selling them for the time being. People try to profit off the any way they can. You know, it was people that are respected that are seen doing it, which made me a little bit sad. I won't name no names, but there was a couple of pages that kind of went from selling the jerseys for 50 quid, and then they were up to 120, and I was a bit like, wait a minute.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Why the Sixers?
Iverson. So after watching Space Jam, that's when I first kind of got into basketball. After watching Space Jam, I kind of tried to find as much NBA footage as I can anywhere. So that was VHS's, Channel 4, Channel 5, and I seen Iverson play. I remember the crossover against Jordan it was, and I was like, who's this guy? He's smaller than everybody else. He plays harder than everybody else. What's going on? What's going on? So I started following him, and then my cousin moved out to Philadelphia. So it was it's a no-brainer now. I've got family there as well. So That was it. That was it. So it was Iverson, and I kind of attempted to model how I played basketball like him.
Did you get the
Probably
cornrows?
Yeah. Apart from the cornrows, yeah. but I used to always try and get a shooting sleeve. Couldn't get a shooting sleeve from nowhere as a kid, and now everybody's wearing them. So I'm like, that was my thing back in the day. But yeah, so that was it. That was Philly. So who do you support, or do you not support, or?
I support the Brooklyn Nets.
So are you a New Jersey fan?
Not really. I never had a specific team until probably about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And if you ask why did I pick the Brooklyn Nets, was Jay-Z and iRobot. iRobot, one of my favourite films. Now I know someone's going to come in now because we always get them. Someone's going to come in and go, it wasn't actually the Brooklyn Bridge; it was in Chicago.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah,
and because of Jay-Z, you know.
I love Jay-Z. I actually went to the Barclays Centre and watched him 2 years ago. That was unbelievable. Like an experience like that I'll never forget. But Brooklyn as a place is crazy. I don't know whether you've ever been.
Well, I was planning to go at the start of next year.
Yeah.
To tie it all in, but with plans now. Where's most of your custom base? Do you, because I'm finding more and more mine's European.
A lot in America. Me now, like a lot going over to America, Canada, UK, a lot in Europe, but I'd say mostly America now. Which is kind of funny that Americans are coming to me for basketball stuff to send back over there, which is nice in a funny kind of way. But everywhere I've sent to some wild places. I've sent to Iran. I've sent to Iraq. I've sent to Colombia. I've sent to some of the maddest places, and they've all reached the destination. So I don't know what the postage system's like there, but things are getting there.
What's the next plans for the Throwback store? Do you want to? Would you like to open a physical shop?
I always said no. I always said I want to keep it online. I've always said that, but at the moment, because I'm paying for a storage unit, if it kind of gets to the point where the storage unit is costing as much as rent would be, it'd be stupid not to open a shop. You know, it's like you're just wasting money. You might get a little bit more footfall. You might sell more. So it just kind of weighing that option up at the minute. Maybe if my stock kind of rises a little bit more and I need a bigger unit, then looking at that would be. But initially, I never really wanted to. I never kind of had a thing. I always wanted just to keep it online. But who knows? Look after yourself and stay safe out there.
Sweet. Cheers, Mark.
Look after yourself. See you soon.
Cheers, all. Bye.